guys, so boom, it's your girl LJ. Happy Tuesday. We are back again for another video because I need to make sure that this video actually goes out today. Today is our emergency and secure. I just swiped off my Blossom. Oh my gosh, she just went flying. Where did she go? No, I hate when I do that. If you haven't guessed, I have squirrel moments a lot. I don't know where I swiped her to. That's crazy. I need to stop doing that. But yeah, so we are here going through our emergency and security binder for Tuesdays. Next week, hopefully all of the videos are in order because I'm going to pre-record a lot of videos because we are going on spring break. Yay! So excited. So as I was cleaning out my binders, I found minis that I started and did not finish. And there were also money laying around in here. So we had $5, $6, $7, $8 of minis just hanging around, or tinies essentially. It was like the s'mores binder that I did. But then I was like, I need to put this on pause. But then I realized the challenges was kind of halfway through, and we already started doing we started to do sweet treats. So I'm going to take this money here, and if a challenge finish, I'm just going to replace it with the old challenges so we can just finish them and get them out of the way. They do look crazy, but it's okay. We're only going to do the $5. This is just going to be changed for next time, maybe tomorrow. So I have a new order, like I promised. So for this week, our orders for our challenges is going to be 5, 1, 3, 4, 6, and 2. That is the order that you're going to see for this week, and then next week I will change it up. Yeah, I got everything else out except for the coins, which is very typical, and they're not in order. Great. So these are our tinies, and we put in $5. This is $5. The $5 bill, it transitions into $5 in prop coins. I'm going to, we've been rolling a D3. And the D3 is just going to tell us how many prop coins each of the challenges is going to get. So 5 got 2. You're going to see that because I'm going to post the debt video first. So you're going to see those challenges finish here on this video. That's 3. And this is 3. Perfect. We need to put them in order. So we're going to go 6. Nope. Where's 1? 1 usually comes first. There we go. Because we start backwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have our 6 challenge out here. So I have a lot of editing and I have a lot of recording to do. But it's okay because I like this. This is my favorite thing to do. And yeah, I had jury duty today. So if you guys seen the video, I recorded this morning before we went to school. And then now I'm recording after jury duty because we got out. Yay. And it's now released. Like all of the cases that we kind of presided over are done. And it's now open to the public. So I'm assuming that I can talk about it because, yo, the tea is real. Our last day is tomorrow. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that I can actually talk about it because I really want to. It's a lot of good tea here. All right. This is the Blessed Daisy budgets. And this is our all pillar, micro. We are going to roll a D20. And the D20 is telling us where we need to go. And that's 5. So that's going to lifestyle. Lifestyle is pink because pink is my favorite color. each of the hearts is worth 25, so we have 25 here. Two more hearts here. And if it's not even, it's just gonna get rounded to the nearest dollar. And then 50 cents here. So that's two more hearts. There we go. Done. If you like this challenge, again, go support all of the besties, literally. All right, that was challenge 6. So we get to put those back. And these are kind of like the daily wins that you see most budgeters do on a daily, like they do daily micros. I do them as well, but I'm doing them like with the pillars. So it's my way of doing it. It does not have to be your way. It's totally up to you. These circles are worth 50 cents, and this is from Angela Marie 888. And thank goodness we got 25 because we can cross that off, and then we have 50 cents. Bam. So I went back and I realized that medical is our emergency pillar, which is P. I do this all the time. P2. There we go. Second day, P2. Haha. All right. There we go. And then that goes back in there. And then these prop coins go in here. All right. And then we go to number 4, which we finish with budgeting with Amanda. And because it only needed 50 cents, and we actually got the 50 cents. And that gives us $5. So I'm just going to take the 5 because I didn't put it in the bank yet. So we know where the 5 went. That goes to P4. And this is $5. I already wrote it here. So let me circle here. Here we go. And then I'm just going to clip the money here. Bam. 1 challenge finished. And then I'm going to rotate in one of the old challenges. And this was one from Budgeting with Amanda. This is also 50 cents. So I'm going to assume that this was half. So I'm going to color in this half. And this is going to save us $1, $2, $3, $4. So let's do a $4 save. And this is going to be, was this a P4? This was a P4. I just want to make sure that they're even now because this is all pillars. This is P2. Yeah, let's make this. 1, 2, 3. This one is, yeah, this is supposed to be P4. There we go. All right, now they're all in order. That means 1 micro goes to 1 pillar. So they're each getting munties. All right, now we're moving on to number 3. And this is going to our P3 category, which is future. And it got 50 cents. So we can color in this half here. Let me get the yellow. And this is going to save us $8. And this is from Michelle Plans Daily. Look at the cute gingerbread. That is done. That goes back here into number 3. Bam. And then we have emergency and security. So that's P2. It only needed 50 cents to finish. And we got way more than that. So we are going to color off the 50 cents here. Bam. And then we're going to pay this out last. Let's do that. So that means it's 75 cents here. I'm going to pull out an old challenge. Let's finish it because I refuse. I'll just find the extra money. So here, that's 6. So we finished this one off. This one was supposed to go to my son's birthday. However, my son's birthday is over. Should we put this towards my daughter's birthday? It was a birthday challenge. And birthday is P4. Yeah, let's do it. So let's put Munchie birthday. That's our nickname for our daughter. Munchy Munch. All right, that's $6, and that was this 50 cents here. Bam. All right, gotta pay that out. And then we finished that challenge. Let's bring on another one. I told you some of them were halfway done. This one was $1. This one was $1, but I'm going to assume that because this one was left, that was 25 cents. So let's do the 25 and let's call it good. And then this is going to be our P2. So let's write P2 here. And let's stuff that back. Bam, bam, and bam. Look at us figuring it out. All right, that's not gonna fit. All right. And then the last one, number 1, is going to debt. And it got 75 cents. And this is from Jessie Budgets. So we're going to do the other 50 cents. There we go. That makes this a full $1. And then I'm not going to do that same thing. We have 25 cents extra. Because I'm not going to mess this one up. I messed up all the other ones, not this one. So we're going to see if any of the other ones needed 25 cents. And if they don't, then P4 needed 25 cents? No, these are all 50 cents. Yes. All right, so let's go back to our all pillar. 20, and that is a 9 or a 6? I'm so confused. The dot, all right, that's a 6, so this is a 9. 9 is debt, so that's red. So that's a red one, and 25 cents is going, this is debt, and this is garbage. All right, that goes here. Look how seamless it then wrote over it. There we go, red. And that takes care of our 25 cents. Here we go. And then that goes back into our 6 category. And then I'm gonna see how much we have in a bank. I might have to bring some extra money. So this one was $6, so 5, 6, I can pay that out. Great. This one was 5. I think we have a 5. Yes, we have a 5 here. Bam. Done. Look at that. All right. Done, done, and done. Actually, I'm gonna put this extra $3, 1, 2, 3 into the bank, because that is where it needed to be. So we finished 3 challenges, and these are literally our minis. Like, I should write micros on here so I know. Micros. Oh, I like this paper. Clip this here. I don't track my wins as of yet, but I know that it gets done. I know that we making progress. Bam. And I don't record them anymore because I do the randomizer now, so you guys see it once I do the new videos of that day, then you will see me stuff it into that category. But other than that is here. All right, so I have realized the debacle between the colors of yellow and purple. Literally, because I did not have the purple binder, I put everything to my yellow binder. This is also a binder where I still have challenges with money in them that needs to get finished. Like this is Norella's budget fall into savings collab, and I was just struggling with all these challenges. Like, my budget wasn't letting me budgeting. Like, wasn't happening. So they're still in here. I gotta figure out a plan to get them out of here, because there's still money in here. So we are transferring everything from this yellow binder because that is going to be my new Saturday collab, which means that we are definitely going to finish some of those things, which just needs to be done. All right, and we're gonna put them into my purple binder. Yes, I already have envelopes in here from Miss Brittany. She hooked me. She hooks me up. These are amazing. all my binders are going to have her envelopes. I refuse, because they are just what it needs. So my emergency and security is broken up into four big categories. The first one is core protection. So that's my emergency fund, and my month ahead. So if I have extra money, it goes to my month ahead here. My vehicle and protection. So car maintenance, and transportation, anything that have to do with that. Bam. Home and life unexpected. So I think I went through this last period of work like really stressed out, and they was testing me. Like they were really testing me, and I have come to the realization that I'm not even prepared to even be like, whatever, goodbye, I don't need this job. So I'm starting to create a folder for that, so I do have the flexibility to be like, do this. Stability buffers, so that's everything household that I need additional things for. If I might forget something, that is where this money is going to live. Bam. Inside of these, there are individual categories that you see other budgeters kind of target specifically. Right now, until my budget can afford to do them individually, they're all just lumped up into one, and then I separate the money from there. Done? Good? Wonderful. So within that, we are going to look at our core protection, which has to do with our emergency fund and our month ahead. Month ahead, I started in my debt video. So if you want to look at that, go head over. I'm going to upload it before I upload this video. This one from Miss Judy was for emergency fund. However, I found a box challenge that has to do with emergency fund. So this is going to go to my month ahead. So we're going to try to save the $300. Well, we're late now because March is almost done. We supposed to be here. But we just started this binder, so it is what it is. So, when I did, I think it was Dice Chronicles or my end of month, whatever day that we randomized money. I have a whole bunch of money just sitting in a pouch because I needed binders for them and actually think of a clear plan for them. And I finally did it. So this should be $34. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and 34. It is indeed. We are not going to use the full 34. Again, like I told you, I used Copilot to kind of give me a just as to where I should start off this binder, and it told me 25. So we are going to do that to see if it actually indeed works, and if it doesn't, then I'm just going to make the adjustment. So that's 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 25. The extra money here is going to go into our binder for next week. And as we get more money, it's just going to stay here. We're going to see what we can do with $25. If we can't do anything with $25, then I will amp it up. But right now, let's see how far we can get. That means this sticky note goes bye-bye. I'm just going to get a drink of water, my Celsius water. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. Bam, bam. Put the ones here. 5 and 1. Okay. So we are only going to put $5 into here. And that is going to be to start off March, essentially. I am so late, but it's okay because it's gonna save me $300. Oh, I should have did the yellow. I'm gonna do the other ones yellow. I just realized that as I was coloring. I was like, dang it. And we're just gonna have a yellow hat, a yellow top hat. The other ones are gonna look different if I can remember. I'm probably gonna look at this one and be like, oh look, that looks cute, and it doesn't. Green on green. There you go. And plus the clove and March, it is yellow, I think. Right? That's a thing. I don't know. Tell me. All right, core protections. And we funded some emergency. I think this was emergency fund. Yes, because we had money in here. Let me change this out. And this is going to be month ahead. There we go. And I put stickies in here because it's a combined folder with for everything else. So, and that gets $5. Bam. Month ahead is here. Clip and done. There's one video where I was highly confused. No, look, it's extra money in here, and extra money wants to get out and wants to say hi. Hello. No. Yeah, that's funny. All right, bam, that's done. And then we flip over. We have a challenge from Lisa, Grateful Me, and we need to start saving for our medical fund. Now, I have $6 for medical fund, and we're just going to see which ones that we are going to color off, and I'm going to use my 3-sided die, and then we're going to, so that's a 2. Now it's about coloring. Let's do pink since pink is out here. So we're gonna do this, but ooh, I should have did the rainbow. Pink is not in the rainbow. All right, whatever. We did it. All right, 2. That's 3. And then 1 more. Oh, look at that. That's 6. So that starts us off with $6, 5 and 6. So we're gonna go here, and then our medical fund is in our home and life yes, home and life. Yes, it is. Hold on 2 seconds. Let me just make sure I'm putting it in the right spot. I need to check my iPad because I don't want to put it into the wrong spot and then I get confused. Medical. Yes. Medical goes into vehicle and protection. This is actually supposed to be health protection. Good thing I looked at that. Vehicle and health. Because me just putting vehicle and health. Let's just erase this. And then I walk away from the iPad, but did not get the right wording of it. And it wasn't even protection. It was security. Oh, God. The things of creating things to make it consistent. All right, vehicle. And then I can't spell. VEHICLE, which is why I should not be on Wheel of Fortune. Health, security. And it reminds, it's so funny that when I teach science, and science is like the one subject that I don't like, security, and I had the word, I don't know if you remember, in like, I was born at a time where we needed to do sight words and we had spelling bees and all this other good stuff. And is there money in here? There is. So let's clip this. And I was very bad at spell, like the short words I was good at. Great. I actually made it far in the spelling bee until the dang word of freaking environment. To this day, that word gives me anxiety that I still, as an adult, can't spell environment, because it's the, because it says environment, like I thought of it as like an iron. So when I did the spelling bee, it was more like ENVIRON. And then I said NET, and I forgot the M for environment. Like, my speech was just terrible. Like no, was it environment? It was the I that I was missing. Hopefully, if my memory serves me correctly, it was the I that is missing. Now I know that it's an I in there because they said iron mint. So literally to this day, I have to look at this word and be like, come on, Miss LJ, you remember how to spell this word? It's a trigger word for you. It's funny. All right, bam, done, and done. So our emergency is finished, and then we should have $15 remaining. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's $14 remaining. I should have $1 somewhere. 15, bam. So we had $26, not 25. $26. And then we are going to do our last and final thing, which is our box challenge. And it's so set up already too. Like, I had to cut everything because this wasn't done. This was not ready to go for recording. I literally had to cut all this, make sure everything was clear and fine and that I understood it, because yeah. So this is our emergency box fun challenge. We have met our monthly goal for emergency fund, which was $85. We are still trying to get to 1,000. So this box challenge is going to be a slow burn for us, for me, us, because you're watching and you're motivating me to continue to save. But yeah, every time I get to $85, I'm then going to rotate things out. So because this kind of rotated out, we are now working on our vehicle and health security, which is medical, right? We're not touching car maintenance because right now, every end of month, I put out a poll and be like, hey, where do you guys think I should put the bonus $100 from the monthly money that I save? Like, I have to save. And everyone's been saying car maintenance. So right now we got like $200 in there. And our car maintenance goal was $500, but our monthly goal was $42. So I'm not going to touch that unless I have to. But right now, that $200 is very much well and enough. And then we're just gonna rotate out another one, and then we're gonna go from there. Let's get my D4 out, and we are going to play with the cards that is in this set here. They're not laminated. I need a job. Oh, yes, I do need a job. I do need indeed a job. All right, that is 4, and that does not have a bonus. So let's mark this out. I need a job. I really, really need a job. 1, 2, 3, and $4. Okay. The thing I like about these envelopes is that you get to slide the challenge here, and then the money just goes inside in a separate part. Oh, love those. I need a job. Bam. All right, add $2 to your next card. Did I tell you where this box challenge is from? Nope, I didn't. It comes from Dying Outlaw Games and Budgets, Trina at Hippies, Puppies, and Kittens Budgets, Jess at Toe Bean Budgets, and then Barbie at Bless Budgets by Abigail, but she prefers to be called Abigail, hopefully, right? Yes, tell me, please. I think the last time we chat, or in your description, it says you go by Abigail. So please correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I thought. Okay. I think did I shuffle these? Because we're going back to the one, I took a peek. Okay. I could have sworn. All right. So we're still here, and we got the guy here. Oh no, he lost something. Oh, Oh, he had to pack up. Oh, this is all about job loss. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. These are roll and saves. So, I was thinking to do a D6. I was thinking to do a D6, and then my chat is going off because folks at work are still no. Let me no. All right, for these we're gonna do a D6, and then there are ones. Let me just mute this thing. There are ones that just says roll any dice, and we are going to do the randomizer cards, but for this one we're just going to do a D6. So that distracted me and gave me anxiety. All right, here you go. Wait, what's this money for? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, add $2 to the next card. Okay. And then we added 3. So let's take the 5, put this back. Bam. Oh yeah, this is gonna be quick. This is gonna be quick. Okay, we got another roll and save. That is someone in the hospital. So let's find someone in the hospital. That's car, that's job loss, that's house maintenance. Somebody done died. All right, hospital. And that's for, why am I pulling all of the expensive ones? All right, and that's 5, and we're done. Box challenge finished. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, we got a dollar. All right. 5, there we go. And then we're gonna color this in. We're gonna do the roll and saves first before we scratch off the individual. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Done. That is done. So that got $5. Bam. All right. $5 goes in here. And then we have $1 left, which we have a catch-all. So we're gonna go here, and the catch-all is going to be green. And that's gonna start us off with our first $1. And we're just gonna color in the circle. There we go. Bam. I counted through, except for like the bonuses. So with just the face value numbers, it's going to save us $171, if I'm not mistaken, because I may have added it wrong. $101. I need to shuffle these back up. $171. That didn't make any sense, LJ. What I was saying? $171, yes. And then the roll and saves is supposed to save you additional money. So that is going to definitely help us tremendously. All right, bam. So they are all shuffled for next time. Bam. And then let's put these back in the pockets. So we actually was able to manage with $25, okay? Or $26 actually, because I put an extra $1 in here. There we go. All right, so $26 is where we're going to be until we start funneling and finishing. Ooh, y'all didn't tell me I didn't put the money back in here. Oh my god, I was gonna freaking turn this book upside down and all this money was gonna drop out. There you go. So that goes in here. Stuff it in here. Is there any more that's laying out? We only stuffed 2. That's crazy. All right. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Bam. Done and doner. I'm not going to drag this video out any longer. I do have Happy Mail, but we are going to open that on Wednesday. So that is going to be tomorrow's video because it is Lifestyle Enjoy Wednesday. Boom, 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 boom. I actually love that day. That is my favorite. Like, Wednesdays is literally my favorite day because we get to have fun and we're definitely finishing a Powerpuff Challenge. Yay! Excited. Next month, definitely we're gonna start rolling and grooving. So hopefully, as you guys see me pay off debt, we can add a little bit more money into our binders, and then you can kind of watch it grow. And I'm super excited for that. So I'm going to end here. Thank you so much for hanging out with your girl, and also keeping up with my squirrel moments, literally. Like always, your budget does not have to be perfect. There we go. My brain just kicked out. Your budget does not have to be perfect, because mine is not at no means necessary. However, it does have to be intentional, and you have to find a way and order that works for you. And you can start off with just a little amount, whether that's $5 or $26. It will definitely go a long way into your budget. Have a great day, and you get 2 videos from me today. So hopefully you watch, like, comment, and subscribe, and I see you guys tomorrow. Bye.